Good evening and welcome to senior night between the Walpole Timberwolves and the Needham Rockets. This matchup is not only a game for supremacy in the Herget division, but so much more at stake with the Bay State Conference title on the line tonight. As always, I am Brady Goldman on hand along with my good partner Sawyer Regan. We are thrilled to be alongside you tonight. If Walpole wins this game, they will clinch the Bay State Conference for the fourth time in the last 5 years. However, it's going to be a very difficult task with the Needham Rockets in the way, Sawyer.
Absolutely, Brady. Walpole saw this team earlier in the season. They lost in overtime by a score of 59-56. And so they're trying to get revenge on this Needham team tonight. The main thing is that Walpole has seemingly improved over the course of this season as they crushed Milton last week, a team they beat much less securely earlier in the season. But Needham has been on a bit of a rough patch as of late, and that could not come at a worse time. Nevertheless, Needham, of course, is trying to win the Bay State as well, and I'm sure they will put up a big fight in order to get that title.
Absolutely, Sawyer. Well, we've called their name so many times over these last 2 years, but Bella Bingham has got to have a strong performance tonight, Sawyer.
Yeah, definitely, Brady, especially at home on senior night. For this team, Bella Bingham will absolutely play a huge part tonight. But if Walpole would like to win this game, other players will have to step up, as this is one of the hardest teams Walpole has faced this year.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the court, Needham, who started the season a perfect 9-0, has only gone 3-4 in their last 7, totaling a 12-4 record. In that span, they lost 2 Bay State Conference games to Milton and Braintree. Thus, Walpole has shot up to the top spot in the Bay State. The Rockets are coming off a very disappointing 50-44 loss at home last Friday, which brought them to 10-2 in the Bay State. However, if the Rockets come away with this win tonight, Walpole will have to beat 12-4 Natick on Thursday in order to be co-champs with Needham in the Bay State. With all that drama in mind, Sawyer, how does Walpole end the regular season at home with a conference title?
Brady, as I said earlier, I expect a huge game from Bella Bingham tonight. The home crowd, senior night festivities, her last regular season game in this gym, I'm sure that she will leave it all out on the court tonight. But as we have seen with this Walpole team, if their entire game plan is just to rely on Bella, then the game will be closer than they would like. They need to be able to find alternative options like Emily Mulgrew or Katie McDonald. Defensively, as I've said in most games commentating on this team, they need to limit the looks beyond the arc for the other team, as Bella Bingham is primarily a paint player, and if she's relied on heavily, as I predict tonight, then they can't afford to be trading 3s for 2s.
Definitely, Sawyer. These two teams are fighting to be the top dog in the Bay State tonight, so we should be in for a colossal of a contest. It's Walpole, it's Needham. The battle for the Bay State crown is in just a few moments.
Tonight we are celebrating our senior student athletes for their hard work, dedication, and leadership throughout the years here at Walpole High School. They have represented our school with pride and have been a great example for their teammates and community. We thank them, along with their families and coaches, for all they have given to the girls' basketball program. We would especially like them to know how much we have enjoyed watching them throughout their high school careers, and we'll miss them competing for the Walpole girls' basketball program. Now, let's meet the Walpole High seniors. First, number 25, Anna Jones. And her parents, Genevieve and Dave. We have senior, number 10, tri-captain, Corey Adams. And her family, Christine, Andrew, Isabel, Boston, and Hutchinson. luck for the rest of the year, the tournament, and your future endeavors.
Coach Sean McGinnis going with an all-senior lineup as well as Emily Mulgrew. So it'll be interesting to see how that dynamic changes with Katie McDonald coming off the bench. But speaking of Sean McGinnis, what a job he's done in his first year here at Walpole Sawyer. Inherited a team that went 12-8 last year, went to the Elite Eight, but didn't perform as well as they expected. Now they're in this game with a chance to finally clinch the Bay State Conference yet again.
Absolutely, and I mean, this would be a huge win for him and for the team, obviously. And I mean, but would it really be that satisfying if they don't go into those playoffs and really just dominate like they frankly should, coming off of a Bay State win if they win this game?
Exactly, Sawyer, as we have Bella Bingham at the center timeline against Eva Andrews for Needham, one of the better forwards in Massachusetts. Two great players tipping it off here in what should be an amazing game. And away we go, the Rockets and the Timberwolves, as the tip is won by the Rockets. In the corner is Flaherty. She's going to take the three, not going to make it, but gets her own miss under the hoop. Here's Lacey Williams on the left wing, back to Flaherty. Flaherty on the baseline, getting inside. The reverse layup won't fall. Rebound is going to be controlled yet again for Flaherty. Third chance here for Needham. Up top to DeRoyan. DeRoyan bounce pass outside to Levine. Levine sprinting inside to, going to be out of bounds, going to stay over here with the Rockets. Try to get to Andrews, but it was off of Bella Bingham.
I mean, thankfully the shots haven't fallen so far, but you can't be giving them 4 chances on one possession.
I agree, as DeRoyan gets Williams wide open in the left corner. She'll take it. That's a long air ball, and finally the rebound's going to be controlled by the Rockets. Yet again, a three-pointer's going to not fall. The rebound is going to be controlled by Adams as she's being struggled with the basketball. That's going to be, looks like a foul. We'll go on Needham. We're going Walpole and go on Tori Adams.
And that might have been their 6th chance on that possession. I mean, rebounding is, what I'm seeing now, is definitely going to be vital for this game.
Exactly. Williams sinks the first free throw. Needham with they had about 4 chances that possession to score. Williams misses the second, and finally, Walpole grabs the rebound as McMahon comes up with it. So it's 1-0 the Rockets. Mulgrew inside, turning away, looking for an option. Mulgrew out to Bingham. They like this matchup. Bingham on the top of the key. Eyeing down Andrews. Screen from McMahon. And try to get it to McMahon, but a good play right there from DeRoyan as they take it away. There's Williams into Flaherty. Spots up a three. That's going to be an air ball. The rebound to Bella Bingham. The Needham playing a lot of pressure right here as Bingham trying to go coast to coast inside. She misses the layup and going to be tapped out by McMahon. It looks like it will be Needham basketball.
And what I'm seeing offensively from Needham so far is they're taking a lot of threes. I think they've shot 3 from beyond the arc. None have fallen yet, but I mean, Walpole could be in danger if those start to fall.
As here's Flaherty inside. Flaherty outside to Levine. Levine makes her way inside out to Flaherty. She's going to spot up another 3. That's not going to fall, and Bingham comes up with the rebound. Needham can't find it from distance currently. You know how they made field goal in the first about minute 40 seconds into this game. So here's Bingham against DeRoyan. Into Jolly. Jolly usually comes off the bench, getting the start tonight. Now here's Adams on the right wing. Timberwolves looking to start a possession here. Jolly now. Going inside. Jolly's going to try to find McMahon. Now 7-6 left to shoot on the shot clock. Adams sprinting inside. Adams denied by Eva Andrews. There's just 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Walpole's got to get basically a catch-and-shoot situation right here. In a Jolly will inbound it. Looking for an option. Try to get it to Bingham, but couldn't find her. It's going to be turned over. Going the other way with it is going to be Andrews who scores. Sorry, that was actually Anna Levine with the first field goal of the game. It's 3-0 Needham. Being pressured is Mulgrew trying to find Adams. Adams into Bingham. Bingham working inside. Bingham, tough layup. That won't fall. Tapped out. Rebound is going to be controlled by McMahon. Extra chance for Walpole. Mulgrew, right wing 3. Got it! First points of the game come from Emily Mulgrew, the junior. It's 3-3. Levine into Flaherty. Flaherty, who's missed a couple threes, falls over and turns it over in the process. Ball's going to be tipped and recovered now by Levine. The other way, Levine lays it up with the left hand.
A lot of turnovers thus far for this Walpole team. And I mean, not securing the boards early as well. That could really prove fatal.
As just 3 minutes have gone by so far. Needham leads by 2. There's Jolly struggling for it. That's going to be off of her and out of bounds. Good pressure right there from Lacey Williams, the junior. Rockets currently 8th in Division I after a 9-0 start. And if there's a bad pass, Flaherty couldn't come up with it. So each team turning it over on their last possessions. Walpole has the ball. Mulgrew has the only points of the game for Walpole. Gets it into McDonald, just subbed in for Anna Jolly, who usually starts. Mulgrew into Bingham. Now Mulgrew gets it inside, but gets blocked, and they're going to call the foul. Looks like on Eva Andrews. That will be her first and the first on Needham. So Mulgrew's going to be at the line to try to shoot 2 and tie this game up for Walpole. First free throw is good from Mulgrew. Makes it 4-5. Second free throw rattles home. So it's 5-5. All 5 points for Walpole has come from Emily Mulgrew. So we're tied yet again. This early first quarter. Here's DeRoyan. DeRoyan making her way inside. Bounce pass, finds Bingham and turns it over. A lot of sloppy plays so far from both teams on both ends. Don't thought about that 3, gets it into Mulgrew. Over to Adams. Adams floats it into Bingham, up high and gets it back. Walpole just cannot find Bingham right now. She's being tightly guarded. Adams inside McDonald. McDonald cuts inside and gets blocked by Flaherty. Great defensive efforts there by the Rockets. First sub of the game for Needham coming in. Going to be number 22, Izzy Marino. Number 23. Looks it into McDonald. McDonald out to Mulgrew, who spots up another 3. That's not going to fall. The rebound in safely to Andrews. Levine sprinting the other way out to Andrews. Andrews defended by multiple defenders into DeRoyan. DeRoyan puts up the shot, doesn't fall, gets the rebound though, and gets the putback is Eva Andrews.
And I mean, defensive boards is definitely going to play a role, as I was saying earlier.
Adams pulls the trigger, not going to fall on the rebound, and safely to Marino. Marino has trouble handling it, going to the floor, and Bingham somehow comes up with it, but gets it right over to DeRoyan. Now we've got a jump ball after all of that. Possession arrow will favor
Walpole, I think. Yeah.
Will. So Walpole's only 1 made field goal so far. 3:19 left to go in the first quarter. Very low scoring bout for both teams. McDonald to Mulgrew. Mulgrew back to McDonald. She's open. She's going to take the 3. Not gonna fall. Got the lucky bounce right there, and a timeout called by, looks like, by Walpole. We saw Walpole's made 2 threes so far. Needham has not made 1. Last game we saw here, Sawyer, was against Milton last Tuesday. And remember, Milton didn't make a single 3 from behind the arc. See if Walpole can continue that tonight with the great defense on the perimeter.
Yeah, absolutely. As Walpole was also dominant from the arc in that Milton game, and I mean,
Levine pulls up. That's not going to fall. Tapped out, can be controlled by Abby McMahon. Needham going just a little bit cold right here. Here comes Mulgrew the other way against Marino. Top of the key to Bingham. Bingham gets the screen from Mulgrew. Back to Mulgrew. Now up top, McDonald. She just made the last 3. She makes that one! Katie McDonald, 6 points now, her second 3 of the night. Makes it 11-7. Walpole up by 4. DeRoyan drives inside, trouble with it, gets it into Andrews. Andrews underneath, and she gets it stripped. Now going to the floor. They want the jump ball. They're going to get it. Possession arrow is going to stay over here with the Rockets, but great pressure right there from Walpole. As in comes number 25, Ella Wigder, into the game for Eva Andrews. So another sub coming in for the Rockets.
And I mean, after a bit of a rough start defensively for Walpole, especially with that first possession that seemingly was never ending, they've really stepped it up here.
Totally agree, Sawyer. Here's Levine. Finds Rorian open on the left wing. She makes her way inside. Denied underneath. Ball's gonna go out of bounds. Gonna save it here with the Rockets, but Walpole showing their defensive presence really on this possession. Rorian's gonna inbound it on the baseline. Looking for an option. Gets into Levine. Levine double teamed. Out to an open Marino. She's gonna pull the trigger. Got it. Needham responds with a three of their own. It's 10-11. Adams, she's gonna pull the trigger. That's gonna go! Tori Adams, it's a three avalanche for Walpole right now. Already 4 made threes in the game. Marino, looks like they're gonna call a foul on Mulgrew. Yeah, it's gonna be the first foul of the game for Emily Mulgrew. As a couple subs gonna sub in for Walpole. It's gonna be Riley Halloran and Ryan McDonald subbing in for Emily Mulgrew and Tori Adams, who both take a seat. In comes Aslan Flaherty, who checks back into the game for the Rockets. Marino gets the nice move on McDonald. Outside to Levine. Levine making her way inside. Gets stripped of the ball. It's going to be picked up here. Here's Flaherty. She's going to take another three. That's not going to fall, and Bingham's going to smartly let the ball go out of bounds. And it will be Walpole basketball up 14-10 with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the first quarter. As Halloran handles it for her first touch of the game. As McDonald back to Halloran. Here's McDonald. Good pass here from the Timberwolves, finding Bingham, and she's fouled. Bella Bingham has not scored yet tonight, but she will be at the line to try to get her first couple of the night. First one does not rattle in. Here comes Jillian Bissonnet into the game for Walpole. Sydney was her sister, who played here last year. Out goes Abby McMahon. Second free throw from Bingham. Not gonna fall. She's still scoreless in the first quarter. Bingham's doing a good job containing her. It's still 14-10. Here's Andrews who just checked back in the game into Levine. He finds Royan under the hoop. She's unguarded and she lays it in with the left hand. Needham responds. It's 14-12. Back down to a 2-point lead for the Timberwolves. Halloran to McDonald. McDonald back to Halloran. Walpole's only made 3-point shots in this game, other than the 2 free throws they made by Emily Mulgrew. Bissonnet inside, out to Halloran. Halloran closely guarded back out to Bissonnet. Walpole working the shot clock. Here's McDonald back out over now. Here's Halloran. She gets the 3 off and not going to fall. Bingham gets the rebound and does not get the putback. Offensive rebound controlled by Bissonnet. She's being tussled with the ball. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to favor Walpole.
3 jump balls so far already this game. And I mean, clearly both teams really fighting for this Bay State Conference title.
45.2 seconds left in the first quarter. Catching 2-3 from McDonald. Not going to fall. Ball's going to be rebounded by Bingham. Bingham underneath. Makes a nice move and gets the right-hand layup. Boy, that was pretty from Bella Bingham. She makes her first basket of the night. It's 16-12. Shot clock is turned off for the Rockets. Levine finds Marino. Marino gets inside and does not get the shot to fall. Rebound, though, by Dorian. Top of the key now. Levine tries to get the hard layup to fall. Not going to fall, but it was tapped out by Bissonnet into the hands of DeRoyan. Marino thinks about it. She traveled. So again, multiple chances for Needham. Thankfully, Walpole doesn't give up anything on that possession. So here comes Abby McMahon back in the game for Walpole. With 8.8 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Jillian Bissonnet subbing out. See if Walpole can end the first quarter on a high note. Bingham's gonna hold it with 5 seconds. Bingham gets the screen. Bingham to the hoop, gets fouled. With 1.7 seconds left in the first. It'll be the 3rd team foul on Needham. Bingham trying to redeem herself at the line, who missed the last 2. Makes the first free throw. It's gonna equal the largest lead for Walpole of 5. 17-12. Doesn't make the second one. It's going to be a full court shot here from Levine. That's going to be off the backboard, and that's how our first quarter is going to come to an end. So a very entertaining first quarter, so we really expected it from both of these teams. Walpole leads 17-12 after one.
Yeah, and I mean, if they want to hold this lead, they're really going to have to start securing the defensive glass. We've seen it the entire quarter there, really, especially in the first possession. There was 5 offensive rebounds for Needham in that one possession. They're really going to need to start securing that if they want to just prevent Needham from coming back. I mean, it's only a 5-point lead, and that can really dwindle almost immediately. But also they should feel really confident with having the lead while also having Bella play
exactly
less of a role.
Yeah, only 3 points.
Only 3 from Bella, and I mean, the 3-point shooting's looking really good right now.
They've made 4 already.
Yeah, they've made 4 already. On track for 16 on the night. That's really impressive.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to get that, but you never know. It's
I mean,
senior
they're
night.
on track.
Yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, they should feel really confident right now.
Second quarter about to become underway here. Walpole going out with their starting 5. Their usual starting 5, I should say, is Anna Jolly started the night for Walpole, but she's going to take a seat now. Needham comes back to the court with their whole starting 5 except for Marino, who's in for Flaherty. Rockets will have the ball first on the far sideline. Second quarter's underway here. Here's Levine. Levine gets it into DeRoyan. DeRoyan on the right wing. Defended by 2 defenders. Inside now, this is Andrews. Andrews under the hole. Doesn't get it. Trying to fight for the rebound. It's going to be controlled by Needham. Another offensive rebound. Williams gets it poked away by Bingham and stolen. Great defensive play from Bella Bingham. Bingham looking to go on the attack against Levine. Now gets a switch on to Williams. Here's McMahon, who has trouble handling with it, but gets it back. Bingham to the hole. Bingham, a wide open lane, but that's going to be, looks like they're going to call a travel on Bingham. So it took 1 too many steps right there. There's a little pause in the action right there. They're going to change the possession arrow. Nonetheless, Bingham turns it over. Here's Marino. Inside the perimeter, now outside. Marino heavily guarded. That's great defense from Walpole. Here's Levine into Williams. Williams inside now. Andrews. Playing a very heavy zone. 3-pointer right there by Levine, not going to fall. Fight for the rebound. The ball's on the ground. It's going to be controlled by the Rockets. Mid-range jumper goes for Eva Andrews.
The trouble with playing that zone is it seems to limit their defensive rebounds, and I think that's really what they should be focusing on.
Wide open is Mulgrew. She fakes the 3, now goes inside. Mid-range jumper. That goes.
7 now.
Play by Mulgrew. 19-14 now. She's now got 7 tonight. Williams finds Andrews underneath. Andrews going to be guarded by 4 Walpole defenders. That's a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Walpole. We sit at 19-14. Here's Mulgrew. Mulgrew inside to McDonald, back to Mulgrew. Mulgrew loses it. It's been picked up by DeRoyan. DeRoyan trying to go the other way and finishes with the left hand. 19-16 now. Walpole up by 3. Mulgrew finds Adams. Adams thought about the 3 and instead is going to make her way inside. Finds McDonald open. McDonald, she pulls the trigger. Too strong. The rebound's going to be controlled by Eva Andrews. Cutting inside is DeRoyan, who goes to the floor. That looks like it's going to be a foul on Abby McMahon. That's going to be her first. Noah Richmond into the game for the first time for the Rockets. It's going to inbound it in safely. That's going to be, looks like, going to wave it off.
No
It's going to be an
basket.
offensive foul. It's going to go on Danny DeRoyan for Needham. So Walpole gets possession.
Needham coach pleading with the ref.
Walpole still up by 3. Working finds McDonald. McDonald, long pass into Adams. Adams, she takes the 3, does not make it. Rebounded safely to Andrews. Walpole's starting to take a lot of threes, and not really falling here in the second quarter. Good pass inside. Williams is blocked by Bingham underneath. She hasn't had much offense tonight, but Bingham has been very prevalent on the defensive end. DeRoyan looking to inbound it. In safely. Williams, catch and shoot. Got it. Knocks down the 2, and it's going to be 19-18 now. Walpole now just up by 1. Adams almost lost it into McDonald. McDonald into McMahon. McMahon inside to Bingham. Bingham double team. Bingham now turning it back out to Mulgrew. Mulgrew into Bingham. Bingham posting up. Can't find anything. Circles back and does not make the shot. Rebounded by Danny DeRoyan. Seems like the Rockets have really figured out Bella Bingham as the ball's going to be stripped by Adams. It's going to be turned over. Adams sprinting the other way. Flips it to Bingham. Bingham just 3 points tonight. It's over to Adams. Side to McMahon. Outlet back to Adams. Top of the key, Mulgrew, she is wide open. She's going to take the 3. Not going to make it. It looks like there's going to be a foul call on Bella Bingham, a loose ball foul. Be the second team foul of the quarter on Walpole, the first on Bingham.
Bella maybe getting a little frustrated there. I mean, she's definitely seen a lot of look on the offensive side from Needham, being doubled almost every possession.
Williams gets multiple defenders, turned over again by Adams. Here's Bingham's chance. She's going to go to the other end and lay it in with the right hand. And going to be a timeout called. Looks like will be by Walpole yet again. Needham's going to inbound it. Bella Bingham now has 5 points tonight. Leading scorer is Emily Mulgrew, who's not out there. In comes actually Caroline Kelly for the first time tonight in for her. Freshman. Inside is Andrews. Andrews being double teamed again. Good defense there underneath. It's going to be picked up now by Marino. Left wing now. Levine outside, wide open. She'll take it and make it. Izzy Marino. Makes it 21-20. They can back it out to McDonald. Into Adams. Adams looking for it inside of McMahon. Outside Kelly. Wide open 3. Got it!
One of the
Caroline
bright
Kelly,
spots
another 3
off
for
the bench.
Walpole. That's the 5th 3 of the game for the Timberwolves. Makes it a 4-point game. Bad pass right here. It's been picked up by Williams. Williams against McMahon. So there's Adams. Now DeRoyan. DeRoyan inside, outside now. Levine. Double teamed and couldn't find Williams under the hoop. Out of bounds. Walpole has possession. Jillian Bissonnet going to sub in for Abby McMahon. So Walpole with 2 bench players out there.
And I mean, those are really the 2 bench players that I really think of when, like, I'm thinking of, like, the strong bench players that they have. But I don't know, just if they need to go further into their bench, will they be able to?
McDonald unloads, not going to fall that time. The rebound to DeRoyan. Levine, intercepted by Bingham. She is going everywhere out there, trying to go the other way. Bingham pulls up from mid-range, doesn't get the roll on the rebound. Going to be saved by DeRoyan. 2:40 left to go in the second. Long pass into Levine. Levine drills inside Levine. That's a nice move and scores it with the left hand. 24-22 with 2.5 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Walpole up by 2. Not a lot of fouls in this game. Walpole 2 team fouls in the quarter. Needham with just 1. Loading it into Kelly. Kelly gets blocked underneath by Andrews, who looks like 6 inches taller than her. As in comes Noah Richmond into the game. In for Hannah Levine. McDonald inbounds it to Bingham. She's going to take it and not get the bounce. Rebound underneath, out of bounds. Last touch by Danny DeRoyan for Needham. Good effort right there from Jillian Bissonnet. McDonald's going to inbound it into Bissonnet. Bissonnet, she's going to take a tough shot. That'll fall. And a timeout called by Walpole. 26-22. The Timberwolves still up by 4, Sawyer.
Yeah, and I mean, 5 points off the bench just since that last timeout.
With the same 5 as before the timeout. Levine's going to inbound it. That's going to be Kelly who's pressuring on the other end. DeRoyan in the left wing. Needham down by 4. DeRoyan sprinting inside. Good pass and not going to make it. Rebounded though and going to be into the hands of Bella Bingham. She's being bodied by DeRoyan and gets it away. And a hard screen right there by Adams. Needham wanted to foul. There's Kelly. She's open in the corner. Not going to make it. And the rebound underneath going to be somehow controlled by Adams. She makes the layup. A crazy sequence right there results in the largest lead tonight from Walpole. 28-22. That's going to be, looks like a foul. Going to go on Caroline Kelly. That's going to be her first. So Williams will be at the line to shoot 2. 13 foul on Walpole in the second. Williams calmly sinks the first free throw. Comes Emily Mulgrew into the game for Katie McDonald. Second free throw does not fall. Offensive rebound controlled by DeRoyan. That's Williams. That's a long 2. She gets it to fall.
I mean, that's a 3-point play there. But I mean, if they just secured the defensive glass, it wouldn't be.
28-25. Walpole now up by 3. And being stolen from the ball, that's going to be DeRoyan. Great play. Williams the other way against Bingham. Puts on the brakes. Top of the key, DeRoyan. Into Levine. She takes it. And too strong. Rebound tapped out. Looked like it was off of Jillian Bissonnet. Needham still has the ball. Here comes Ella Wigder into the game for the first time for the Rockets. DeRoyan looking to inbound it in safely. Not going to be a foul called on that one. In the hands of Williams this time. She gets fouled. So the 14th foul on Walpole this quarter. That one going to go on Abby McMahon, her second.
And Walpole seemingly getting a little bit scrappy just on the defensive side of the ball. 2 fouls in the last 2 possessions.
First free throw from Williams. Doesn't make that one. Both teams not really great at the free throw line tonight. Second free throw. That one doesn't fall. She goes 0 for 2 from the line. And Mulgrew's going to handle it with a minute left to go in the first half. Bingham. Eyeing down Andrews, gets the screen. Bingham into a cutting McMahon. Great pass, she lays it in with the right hand. And a bad pass picked up by Kelly. Not sure what Needham wanted on that one. There's a long pass to Mulgrew. She can't handle it, and it's going to be turned over after all that. Andrews, bounce pass outside. Williams pulls the trigger. That's going to be an air ball. Rebound by Bingham. She's going to go to the floor, lose the ball. Extra possession for Needham. Inside, the layup is going to fall for Ella Wigner. Shot clock is turned off, 30-27. Bingham going to the floor. Up hard, not going to be called. That's not going to go for Adams as Bingham comes up with it. Bingham with 10 seconds, turns around and makes the layup. 5 seconds now for Needham. Levine sprinting. Levine puts up the shot. That's not going to fall. Needham wanted a foul. They're not going to get it. And that's how our first half is going to come to a close. A chaotic sequence right there. A 32-27 Walpole lead, up by 5, going into the break in this huge pivotal game here for the Bay State Conference title, Sawyer.
Yeah, absolutely. Bella Bingham kind of coming on strong in the second quarter, now with 7, tied for the most with Emily Mulgrew, and the points really being spread around in the latter half of that second quarter. Now with 7 people having scored instead of that 4 in that timeout that we had earlier. So looking pretty good for Walpole, and I think if they just keep playing how they are, they'll probably win this game.
All right, sounds good. Well, the Timberwolves are 16 minutes away from potentially being Bay State Conference champions yet again. We'll see if they can get it done after the break, right after this. Welcome back to second half action here at the Walpole High School Fieldhouse. Walpole currently leads 32-27. They're up by 5. They look pretty good in that first half, so they hit 5 threes. See if they can get it done here in the second half. I mean, what do they got to do to really get that going?
Oh my God, the defensive glass is infuriating, I'm gonna be honest. Like, the fact that Needham has probably had like upwards of maybe 10 offensive rebounds.
I think it's more than that.
Yeah, I mean, they just need to make sure that they don't get extra possessions, especially because Walpole has been playing a little bit sloppy on offense, a lot of turnovers. So possessions are definitely gonna be key.
Ball's out of bounds there, poked by Katie McDonald. We get underway here in the third quarter. Inside now, they're gonna call, looks like, I believe is the clock not right? And now looks like they're gonna reset it here. Officials pointing up to the scoreboard. And they're actually saying the shot clock was wrong. It did not reset was the problem, as they put 26 on that shot clock. So we'll get back to play momentarily. Now McGinnis is pleading something to the ref. As DeRoyan's gonna inbound it. DeRoyan has to get in, 5-second count into Flaherty. Flaherty outside to Williams. Williams inside now, good pass. Flaherty making her way inside. Flaherty blocked underneath, but they're gonna call the blocking foul on Abby McMahon. That will be her third foul, so McMahon has been in foul trouble a lot this year. As Coach Sean McGinnis immediately signals Jillian Bissonnet to get up from the bench. She's gonna come in for McMahon. First free throw bounces in as McMahon does sub out for Bissonnet. McMahon just plays 15 seconds in this third quarter before being subbed out, as they'll need her down the stretch. Flaherty makes both free throws. So 32-29, Walpole leads by 3. Mulgrew on the top of the key. First possession of the second half for Walpole. Here's Adams in the right wing. Adams now the screen from Bissonnet, going inside, drilling. Adams looking for an option, out to Mulgrew. Mulgrew over to Bingham. Bingham, who doesn't shoot 3, is gonna make her way inside. Bingham gets the fake and gets the bounce. 34-29, Walpole back up by 5. Williams to DeRoyan, DeRoyan inside. Andrews makes her move inside, gets blocked underneath. Offensive rebound gonna be controlled by Flaherty. Flaherty intercepted by Mulgrew. Adams, the other way, Adams gets the bump and gonna get fouled by Williams underneath. So Tori Adams should go to the line to shoot 2. She has 3 points so far tonight.
5, I think.
Thank you for correcting me, Sawyer. First free throw falls. Now she has 6 points. Second free throw goes. Walpole now up to their largest lead of 7 points, 36-29. Good defense by Mulgrew. Flaherty now. Left corner now, they're gonna leave Levine open. Levine making her way to the basket, doesn't get it. Offensive rebound yet again for the Rockets. Williams, she's open on the right wing and does not get the 3 to fall. Rebound tapped out and controlled by Emily Mulgrew. Mulgrew, coast to coast, trying to do it herself, flips it up, not gonna fall. Ball's on the ground, it's gonna be controlled by Lacey Williams. Now picked up by DeRoyan. Looks back for Levine, inside to Andrews. Andrews outside Flaherty, she's open, she's gonna pull the trigger and gets the 3.
And I mean, if the 3s start to fall for Needham, that could be a huge problem for this Walpole team. As I mean, their defense, their zone defense really focuses on the inside.
Just the second 3 of the night for Needham. Now a 4-point lead for the Timberwolves. Mulgrew makes her way inside, doesn't get it, but Bissonnet is under the hoop and gets the layup. Walpole keeps responding right here, 38 to 22. 32. Andrews outside, top of the key. They're gonna leave Flaherty open again. She's gonna take the three. That's a long air ball, rebound to Bella Bingham. Bingham, the other way, out to McDonald, who's open, into Mulgrew. Mulgrew pulls the trigger, knocks it down!
Double digits now for Emily Mulgrew with 10.
Emily Mulgrew gives Walpole their largest lead of the night. Andrews inside, good cut there from Flaherty, she scores. Here's Mulgrew the other way. Mulgrew into Bingham on the top of the key. Scores 41 to 34 as they get the score right on the scoreboard. After a little bit of miscommunication, that's Adams. She's open yet again. Front iron, no good. Trying to get her own miss, but can't quite track it down. Out of bounds, Needham basketball. So Walpole now with their 6th three of the night with that three by Emily Mulgrew. Comes Williams. Inside now, and a little bit of trouble is going to be picked up by Bingham as DeRoyan couldn't quite come up with it. Bingham sprinting the other way, turning her back. Bingham, trouble with it. Bingham gets it back. Open is Bissonnet, who doesn't get the mid-range jumper. Rebound controlled by Flaherty. They got a one-on-one here. Williams pulls up and does not get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Bissonnet. Now 4.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Walpole still up by 7. Bissonnet inside, gets blocked. Good play right there from Flaherty. Williams one-on-one against McDonald. Williams finishes with the right hand. It's back down to a 5-point game and a timeout called. Largest lead tonight has been 9 for Walpole. Mulgrew gonna handle it across half court. Mulgrew into an open McDonald. McDonald, long pass into Adams. Bingham now. Good pass inside to Mulgrew, gets blocked underneath by Flaherty. Here comes DeRoyan the other way. DeRoyan out to Levine. She's going to take the three and makes the three. 2-point lead for Walpole, 41 to 39. Adams goes it into Mulgrew. Mulgrew inside of Bissonnet. Bissonnet trying to get something. Gets it into Mulgrew somehow. Mulgrew denied by Eva Andrews. And her and Hannah Levine have been harassing every player in the paint tonight for Walpole.
I mean, I feel like as Walpole, you just need to kind of take a beat here. A bit of a rough stretch. Needham kind of coming back. Just kind of use up the shot clock, find a good shot, score some points, build some momentum, you know?
Foul right there is going to go on Danny DeRoyan for Needham. 2 team fouls for them in this quarter. Adams is open. Adams trying to make her way to the hole. That's going to be a very high pass. Couldn't hook up with Katie McDonald. She's going to go out of bounds and Needham with a chance to tie or even take the lead with a made bucket right here. All of a sudden, the momentum has swung back in the Rockets' favor on a 7-0 run. Flaherty floats it into DeRoyan. DeRoyan inside. Andrews out to Levine. Levine thought about the three, instead going to go outside. Outside, Flaherty, she's open for three. Needham with the lead.
And I mean, Needham from the three-point line just exploding right now. And I mean, Walpole may have to respect that going forward.
Bingham almost lost the ball. Outside is going to be Mulgrew, who doesn't knock down the two. Rebound's going to be tapped into the hands of Bissonnet, who's being struggled with the basketball. Jump ball is going to favor Walpole. As Abby McMahon's going to sub back into the game for the first time since the first 15 seconds of the third quarter. Walpole with all their starters out there. McDonald finds Bingham. Open is Adams. Adams, good play right there. She tries to get it off of McMahon. Very smart play from Hannah Levine. Walpole turns it over. Needham on a 10-0 run. Trying to score even more right here. Flaherty, to Levine, back to Flaherty. Flaherty, she's going to take the three. That's going to be way too long. The rebound's going to be trying to be controlled by Katie McDonald. It's going to be a foul on DeRoyan yet again. It's like Lacey Williams is going to sub in for DeRoyan.
So a bit of stopping the bleeding there for Walpole, but I mean, If you're Sean McInnes, when do you call a timeout here and kind of just say, let's talk it over, see what's working?
McDonald into Bingham. Bingham sprinting inside on the baseline. Bingham into McMahon, who gets blocked yet again by Eva Andrews. Williams. She's open to Levine. Makes her way to the top of the key. Open inside. Puts up the shot. That's not gonna fall, but looks like they're gonna call the foul. That one's gonna go on Katie McDonald. So Andrews is gonna be at the line for the Rockets, trying to extend the run. Knocks down the first. 43-41. Second free throw's good. 44-41. Needham leads by 3. McDonald. Up top to Mulgrew. Mulgrew bounce pass into Adams. Adams out to McDonald. McDonald pulls the trigger. Too strong. Rebound's going to be trying to be controlled by Walpole, and it is. Mulgrew spinning. Mulgrew almost fouled right there into Bingham. Bingham out to McDonald. McDonald, she's going to pull the trigger yet again. Not going to fall. Rebound into Flaherty. Here comes Levine the other way. She puts on the brakes. Signs Jones. Top of the key. Three-pointer. Not going to fall. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be on the ground, be controlled by Mulgrew. Mulgrew smartly gets it off of Needham. It's going to be Walpole basketball with 1 minute and 20 seconds left to go. Needham on a 12-0 run as Danny DeRoyan is going to sub back into the game for Hannah Levine, who takes a seat. See if Walpole can take advantage of that.
And I mean, as I said earlier in this run, just kind of take up the shot clock here and just try and find some momentum, score some points, end this run, you know?
McDonald just missed 2 threes on the last possession into Mulgrew. Bingham out to McDonald. McDonald, wide open 3, she takes it. Not gonna fall. She's missed 3 straight threes in the rebound into Williams. Minute left in this third quarter. Jones. Top of the key to DeRoyan. Inside now, Williams gonna take the shot. That it will not fall. Rebound gonna be trying to be controlled by McMahon, and it is. Last 40 seconds. Bingham making her way to the hole and gets fouled. So Bella Bingham has not found much offensive production in this second half. Will go to the line. She has 9 points for the Timberwolves.
Hopefully ending the bleeding here in this run.
First free throw goes. She had struggled at the free throw line earlier tonight. It stops the 12-0 run for Needham.
Bella now in double digits for points.
She has 10 now.
Most of that coming in the first half, though.
Yep. Second one goes. Bingham now with 11. It's a 1-point game. Needham has really swung this in their favor after they went down by 9 earlier in this quarter. About a 2-3 second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Levine loses the ball, picked up by Adams. Bingham the other way. Bingham has trouble with it, gets it back. Bingham into the hole, and looks like they're going to call a foul on, I believe, Lacey Williams. And it is. So going to be the 5th team foul on Needham. So Bingham will go back to the line to try to give Walpole the lead again. Does not get the bounce in the first one. Now the second. It's to tie the game. Got it. We are all knotted up at 44 as we start over with 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. McDonald the other way now. She steals it. McDonald puts up the layup. She got it. What a play by Katie McDonald. 10 seconds now, Walpole leads by 2. Jones can't handle it, out of bounds, Walpole possession. A heart-stopping sequence right there from the Timberwolves. 5 seconds now, Bingham sprinting, Bingham gonna drive to the hole, Bingham, that's gonna be a foul, not gonna fall, but she will go to the line to shoot 2 with 0.4 seconds left in the third quarter.
Just like at the end of the half.
First free throw from Bingham. Does not fall again. She's really struggled at the free throw line tonight and really all year. For such a great player, she really doesn't really play great at the free throw line. Makes the second though. 0.4 left as the Rockets inbound. There's not going to be enough time to get a full court shot by DeRoy, and that's how our crazy third quarter will end. I mean, an offensive explosion from both teams in that quarter. We saw a 12-0 run from Needham, but somehow the Timberwolves still lead by 3 going into the fourth, Sawyer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really understand how they have the lead right now. That was a really treacherous third quarter for this Walpole team. Needham really exploding from the three-point line. I mean, Walpole's giving them open looks, and they just started hitting them in that third quarter. But, I mean, they're going to need to stay hot going into this fourth if they want to recapture that lead. I mean, and I would be surprised, honestly, if Walpole is unable to hold on to this lead. I mean, I know it's only a 3-point lead, but, I mean, it's senior night, you know?
The energy has been electric tonight in this building. One more quarter to play, and here we go. Jones, outside now. Levine gets inside, out to Flaherty. Flaherty for the tie. Got it! Tie game again, 47-47, as the threes are finally falling from Needham. McDonald on the left wing. Into Adams, backing down. Adams out to Caroline Kelly. She pulls the trigger. Air ball under the hoop is McMahon, who does not get the layup. Rebound by Flaherty, who's really come alive in this second half. Needham can take the lead right back with a made basket. Wide open is Jones under the hole. They didn't see her. She lays it in.
Beautiful backdoor cut there from Jones. And I mean, with that zone defense, that's the real issue here. They're leaving people open on the three-point line, and now Needham's starting to capitalize, as well as those backdoor cuts.
McMahon can't make the shot. The rebound to Hannah Levine. Levine outside Williams. Williams almost stripped of the ball, and she looks like will be. Caroline Kelly trying to fight for it, going the other way. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession now going to favor Walpole. What a defensive effort from the freshman.
Yeah, absolutely, and I mean, that's why she's getting playing time, along with her three-point prowess. But, I mean, if she's going to put that hustle in, McInnes has no real decision but to put her in.
Kelly finds McDonald open. She's going to take the three. Not going to fall. Rebounded by Adams. Puts it in. 49-49. Inside now. They find her open. She does not get the layup as Andrews. Rebound by McMahon. Punch after punch we go. 6.5 minutes left to go. Who wants it more? Adams. Against Williams. Finds Bingham. Bingham spinning. Bingham making her way in. Bingham left hand layup. Got it! And the foul! Bella Bingham with the huge shot. With 6:09 seconds left to go, she will have a chance to do an and one for Walpole.
And I mean, Needham really struggling to contain Bella without fouling her over these last 5 or so minutes of playtime.
Bingham converts the three-point play. 52-49. Walpole by 3.
Bingham now with 16, building a strong night for her on senior night. We predicted this at the beginning of the game.
She had to take over. Jones on the left wing, heavily guarded. Adams somehow gets it out into the hands of Bingham. Bingham on the attack. Bingham puts it up and in.
5-point lead for the Timberwolves. A timeout called by Needham. This place is rocking, Sawyer.
Smart timeout there from Needham. They're definitely losing momentum here, now down by 5.
Walpole going to keep Caroline Kelly on the court, so only one bench player in for the Timberwolves. Needham now down by 5. Levine, inside now, DeRoyan puts up the shot, not gonna fall, tapped out, rebounded by McDonald. Sprinting the other way into Adams. Adams tries to make it, does not get it, but gets fouled. And the crowd is really coming alive. Walpole, chance to make it a 3-possession game with 2 made free throws.
Walpole making it to the free throw line a lot recently, I will say.
Second team foul on the Rockets. Adams misses the first free throw. Walpole really has not done well on the free throw line tonight. It's really cost him a lot of points. Adams misses both. Rebounded by McMahon. Extra chance for Walpole. Inside is Bingham. Against Levine. Bingham puts it up and does not get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Andrews. That's going to be another foul on Abby McMahon. Sawyer, that's her 4th.
Yeah, that's really concerning. I mean, of course you have Jillian Bissonnet off the bench, but I mean, you'd really prefer to have
your starter out there.
Yeah, exactly, Abby McMahon.
It's going to force Jillian Bissonnet to come in with Abby McMahon having 4 fouls. Walpole still up by 5, not able to score in that possession. Outside is Levine. Levine, long pass into the left corner. Flaherty making her way inside. Flaherty, that's a crazy shot, not going to fall. Who's going to come up with it? Somehow into the hands of Flaherty. She taps it out on the floor. That's going to be a timeout called, I believe, by Needham. And it will be. 5:08 left to go in the 4th quarter.
I mean, and the tension in this gym is just crazy. I mean, especially with the free throws, too, because, I mean, if they keep missing those free throws, they're just keeping Needham into this game, keeping that door open.
Left corner, inside, Andrews, out to DeRoyan. DeRoyan, defended by McDonald and Mulgrew, inside now, and 1! Eva Andrews putting the team on her back to make it a 2-point game with a made free throw. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by Bissonnet. Stays a 3-point game. Crisis averted for Walpole. Under 5 minutes left to play. Bingham out to McDonald. McDonald open. She's going to try the 3. Not going to fall. Who's got it? Tapped into the hands of Williams as she tries to corral it into the hands of Flaherty. On the attack, Levine. She's open. Doesn't take the 3. Levine now instead gets it open to DeRoyan. Inside is Andrews against Bissonnet. Andrews back out to DeRoyan. Left wing now. Williams is open. She's going to take the 3. Got it! Tie game at 54.
I gotta stop saying things during timeouts. I mean, this is ridiculous.
Bingham on the right wing. Adams stumbles. Adams, trouble. Adams! Looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Sean McGinnis. 2 timeouts remaining for the Timberwolves.
McGinnis electing to put Abby McMahon back into the game,
with 4 fouls.
Even with 4, yeah. Hopefully she can avoid that 5th.
McDonald will inbound it on the baseline. McDonald finds Mulgrew. Mulgrew back to McDonald. Dangerous pass back to Mulgrew. We enter the midway point of the 4th quarter. Adams against Williams. Crossing over now into Mulgrew. Mulgrew cuts inside. Mulgrew backing down. Mulgrew spins. Mulgrew puts it up. Not going to fall. McMahon trying to come up with it. It's going to be off of Needham, out of bounds. 3:48 left to go. McDonald inbounds it to Mulgrew. She's open. She's going to take the 3. Got it!
Doesn't hesitate there from Emily Mulgrew. And, I mean, 13 points for her. Strong night.
Timeout called by the Rockets.
That's a big shot and a big game there from Emily Mulgrew.
Walpole really benefiting from the 3-point shot in this game. They wouldn't be in it without it, let's be honest. Levine We approach 3.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Levine finds Williams on the top of the key, inside of Andrews, outside of Flaherty. Flaherty into Andrews, outside now Levine. Levine inside of Flaherty, she's open, makes the layup, 1 point game.
Great ball movement there from Needham, just dissecting that Walpole zone defense.
Adams, 57 to 56 now. Floats into Mulgrew, McMahon. That's 4 fouls into Mulgrew. Mulgrew thought about that three. Heavily guarded. Mulgrew into Bingham. Bingham, tough shot. Front iron, no good, but gets her own miss. Bingham puts it up, not gonna fall, but she's gonna get fouled. We'll see how Bingham does these next 2 free throws.
These could be really important, and I mean, Walpole as a team, but I mean specifically Bella Bingham has kind of struggled from the free throw line, so this could be really important.
Bingham sinks the first free throw, which now is 19 points for the Timberwolves. She's just put the team on her back, timeout, and time again, really. Second free throw goes. She has 20 points tonight. She's been so instrumental for Walpole in these last 2 to 3 years. See if her contributions can result in one final Bay State crown for her. Flaherty pulls it up top. Levine inside, knocked away, picked up by Bingham. Bingham sprinting the other way. Bingham gonna lay it up with the right hand. 5-point lead for the Timberwolves. Pressure out of bounds off of Mulgrew. But Walpole's really bringing the heat on the defensive side of the ball.
And I mean, they need to. I mean, just no open threes. Needham's really exploded in the second half from the three-point line.
DeRoyan into Levine, outside Flaherty into Andrews, back out to Levine. She's open, she takes the three, makes the three.
What did I say?
Back down to a 2-point game, 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting left to go. In regulation, McDonald into McMahon. McMahon floats it, that's trouble. McMahon tries to come up with it. See what the call is. Gonna be Needham basketball. McMahon couldn't find Bingham underneath. As Coach Sean McGinnis wants an explanation from the ref. He's gonna agree with the call. Needham has the ball. Then they can tie or take the lead with a made basket. Flaherty on the left wing. Levine now. Levine into Flaherty. Flaherty out over to Williams. DeRoyan now, inside, leave her open, tip to the ball, but she's gonna get fouled. And let's see if that's on Abby McMahon. It's not gonna be, it's gonna be on Tori Adams.
Thankfully. They really would need Abby McMahon down this stretch, especially her presence defensively.
Andrews with 1 minute and 55 seconds is gonna try to tie the game with 2 free throws. Back iron, no good. As we said, both teams have struggled at the line tonight. It's really gonna cost either team if it comes down to free throws. Second one incoming. Back iron, no good. Offensive rebound, she puts it up, not gonna fall, no foul called. As Bingham trouble with the basketball, and finally, we're gonna get a foul. That's gonna be, looks like the 4th team foul on Needham. That one's gonna go on Aslan Flaherty. It's 1 minute and 48 seconds left to go. Walpole has the ball and a 2-point lead. What a game we've seen tonight. Mulgrew. Thinking about it into Bingham. Back to Mulgrew. Back over to Bingham. Adams, she's open on the left wing. She takes the three, makes the three! Tori Adams puts Walpole up by 5 with 1.5 minutes left to go. Flaherty, long 2, front iron, no good, rebounded by Emily Mulgrew. Bad pass turned over, foul gonna be called on Bingham as Eva Andrews is gonna go back to the line.
I mean, it's gonna come down to free throw shooting once again. But a huge shot there from Tori Adams from 3. She's got 12 tonight.
Andrews with her first. Rims in. That time she makes it. Back down to a 4-point game. See if she makes the second one. This will make it a one-possession game. It bounces in. She gets lucky, rolls and bounces on both those free throws. It's a three-point game. Bingham, last minute and 10 seconds in this fourth quarter. Bingham trying to find McMahon. McMahon trying to come up, but they go to the floor, lose ball. McGinnis tries to call a timeout, but before that, it's going to be a jump ball possession arrow. Favors Needham.
That's going to be a huge play for Needham, but I mean, still down 3 minutes left. They're definitely going to have to capitalize on this possession.
Both teams now with 14 fouls, 1 timeout each. Last minute in an unforgettable game at the WHS Fieldhouse. Andrews back out to Levine, right wing to DeRoyan. See if Needham tries to take a three right here. Levine, long three, not gonna fall, rebounded by Abby McMahon. As McGinnis pleading for a timeout and looks like he's gonna get it.
I mean, a tough decision to take that deep of a three in this vital of a game. 44 seconds left. I mean, you have time.
Mulgrew will inbound it on the far sideline. Sorry, it's actually gonna be Katie McDonald. 5-second count begins. McDonald gets it into Mulgrew. Doesn't look like Needham's gonna foul. Mulgrew on the right wing. Mulgrew trying to find Bingham instead. Can't get to Adams and does find Bingham. Bingham with 30 seconds left. Bingham posting on DeRoyan. Bingham going to the hole. Bingham puts up the shot. It will not fall. The rebound to Eva Andrews. We'll see if Needham calls a timeout right here. They need a 3 to tie. Levine. Out to DeRoyan. DeRoyan thinking about it. DeRoyan gonna drive inside. DeRoyan loses the ball. Picked up by Adams. 10 seconds out. McDonald into Bingham.
They got a foul.
Rockets
They
have
got
a
a foul.
foul. They will finally do so with 5.3 seconds left.
3-point game, 5 seconds left. If Bella Bingham makes a free throw, again, I don't want to jinx it, but it
Conference title.
might be over, yeah.
Bingham trying to get the free throw to, and all purposes, really clinch it.
I mean, it'll definitely be tough if she does make that free throw. I mean, Walpole just can't foul on a three.
Yeah. Well, Bingham has not been great tonight, but this one will make it a 2-possession lead if she makes it. Got it.
I mean, if she can make another one, that really puts them in the driver's seat. Not even a 4-point play could save Needham from this loss.
At this point, every Walpole player is back deep. On the other side, as Bingham makes both free throws. Doesn't look like Needham's gonna have enough time. All Walpole has to do is let the ball go. Here comes Williams, 2 seconds out, inside, 1 second. That's gonna do it. For the 4th time in the last 5 years, the Timberwolves reign supreme on the Bay State Conference. They are your 2026 Bay State Conference champions.
And I mean, a bit of a roller coaster game. Walpole seemingly jumping ahead every once in a while, and then Needham just clawing its way back like every couple of minutes with these runs. Especially that third quarter, I think we saw like a 12-0 run from Needham, but Walpole able to secure this win, and I mean, this is huge.
So, the Timberwolves now securing a Bay State Conference title yet again, as it really came down to Bella Bingham down the stretch. She led the team in scoring with 24 tonight.
Absolutely.
I mean, just putting the team on her back, but how about the 3-point shooting from Walpole tonight?
Yes.
It really came in clutch. You talk about that 3 from Emily Mulgrew out of the timeout that put Walpole up by 3, and eventually they would never relinquish the lead.
Yeah.
Just an unreal finish here at the WHS Fieldhouse. So that will do it for our regular season coverage here on Walpole Media, but we will be back for the playoffs. For Sawyer Regan, I am Brady Goldman saying so long from the WHS Fieldhouse.